Welcome to the Naked Relationship Podcast. I'm Adam.
And I'm Kelley.
You can find us online at thenakedrelationship.com, social media at TNR Podcast. You can find us on all your favorite podcast platforms, with the exception of, well, we don't know. If there is one, let us know. All right, guys, so we're going to give a quick shout out to our amazing sponsor, Alt Playground. And one of the things that's very new to Alt Playground are a thing called communities. Now, what that is it gives us another way to connect with not only our audiences, but it's not just for podcasts, right? So let's say you want to join a community that could be about potentially, I don't know, BDSM or other fetish thing, or I don't know, maybe there's just one dedicated to Thong Thursday or Titty Tuesday or Willy Wednesday. There's going to be communities on there and you can join them. And so kind of getting back to what we use them for, they give us the opportunity to show you guys maybe some behind the scenes stuff, some of our nudes, which we'll talk about way later on at the end of this episode, and we can connect with you directly on here. We have a community page, and you can find that by going to the communities tab on Alt Playground and searching The Naked Relationship. So join us on there. There's already a handful of you guys on there without us even mentioning it to anyone or anything. So for those of you who have joined, thank you so much for joining. We really appreciate it. And again, that's altplayground.net. And so we're going to get right on into today's episode where we're going to talk about a few things that are pretty interesting, such as married life and being newlyweds for 2 weeks and kind of how that's affecting our wanting to really dabble into the lifestyle.
So we've been married for a total of 2 weeks and 2 days now?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so we're still pretty new at this.
Happy anniversary.
I feel like we are in a very different state than we would have been if Corona maybe had not have happened. But it is happening, so we have to kind of deal with that. And maybe some other underlying factors that are kind of influencing the way I feel currently right now. But I don't know how it is in your all guys' states, but right now we're in one of the states where everything is kind of ramping back up again, such as the economy, but also infection rates of COVID-19 are also going up. So it's kind of, as a nurse, it's kind of like hit or miss. If it's not really hit or miss. As a nurse, I know I should not be going out without a mask on. Wear your fucking mask, guys. Okay?
You're damn right.
Wash your hands. And don't go to places unless you definitely have to go, like the grocery store, pharmacies, things like that. Like if you really want to go out to dinner, you probably shouldn't. I know you're missing the social aspect of being out and about, but everything's kind of, the infection rates are going back up, cases are increasing. Fucking Trump shut down some testing facilities to lower the amount of tests that were done.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that is what you told me about?
I probably wouldn't have failed geology 3 times in college if they stopped testing and keeping grades. I'm just going to throw that out there. That's just common sense. So really, I would have passed it. It would have been okay.
So, guys, just be really mindful and respectful of other people and of yourself. Just kind of cook at home, play with some board games, do virtual dates. I don't know.
Virtual dates? You mean on Google Meet? Or better yet, Alt Playground. You can do virtual dates on there.
Oh my god.
You like that little sponsor shout out?
But yeah, so I feel like that's also affecting, currently we are still on a break. I just want to let you guys know we're still on a break. And I feel like Corona has affected that as well.
I feel like it has, but at the same time, you told me, yesterday or the day before when we were still trying to decide if we were going to go to this party.
The swinger party that's supposed to happen on this coming weekend, but it got canceled.
Yes, it got canceled. Before it got canceled, we were trying to figure out if we were going to go. And, you were kind of, I
was kind of iffy.
Yeah, you still wanted to go, but you didn't really want to play.
I just kind of wanted to go because of the social aspect. I miss being around people.
Yeah.
Right now, I have braces, and I just recently got new brackets or things on them, and my mouth is super tight, and it hurts to eat. So I don't want to do anything.
Mouth is super tight?
Yes, it's literally tight, and it hurts to do anything strenuous, including eating. It hurts to eat, and I don't want to eat.
You also hate kissing me right now because of that.
Yeah, like it's painful. So I also didn't want to go in there and play and not be able to do anything with my mouth. But like on the other hand, I'm like, I don't feel super sexual right now at all. Like it's a very difficult line I'm treading.
Why don't you feel super sexual? Is that because like you're still focused on like
I'm still focused on this world pandemic. That's like,
well, you'd also mention the low carb thing.
yeah. So guys,
We don't have to get into it.
I'm gonna be real with you. I like talking about it because it holds me accountable. So I recently went for a checkup. Everything's fine, but like my A1C, which is a long-term picture of your blood sugar, is high. It is at 6, which means I am pre-fucking diabetic, and I have to bring that number down. I've been eating way too much carbs, okay? Too much bread, pasta, rice, beans, all the stuff that
Frijoles.
is in a Mexican diet. I cannot eat no more. So I'm like trying to eat healthier, trying to be better, trying to
It's also
exercise.
really difficult because one of your favorite foods you can't have.
Yeah.
Bread.
I love bread. I fucking love warm bread with butter.
No más pan para tú.
Oh my god, I miss it so bad. But I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be healthy. And I think that like that's also one of the things that is occupying my mind right now. Like I'm trying to focus on these two things. This handling the world pandemic and handling my personal pandemic, which is trying to be healthy and lose weight and all these other good things. So it's very difficult for me to fit anything else in my mind. Like yesterday, or maybe like 2 days ago, was the first time I masturbated since, what, like a month?
Yeah, I don't know. I remember you wanted me to go get us food specifically so you could wank it.
Yeah, because sometimes I like doing it like alone. Like that's my personal alone time. And it's very difficult to get in the mood when you're like right there. And it's something I want to do privately.
I know you're not sexually attracted to me, so that's okay.
But like I also did it last night while you were sleeping. And it was also very difficult because I had to be quiet because you were right there. And I didn't want to wake you because I didn't want to have sex afterward. I just wanted to masturbate.
Guys, to be clear, she was still mad at me because I scared the shit out of her.
Yeah, this fucking dickhead. I was like trying to coax our cat out of the other bedroom.
This
and like
is the cat that hates everyone.
And I was trying to cuddle him and bring him out into the living room. And like I walk out of the door and this dickhead just scares the bejesus out of me, causes the cat to get scared, and he clawed at my chest. I was pissed. I was fucking pissed.
Yeah, you started to try to kick me. I'm like, oh, them soccer skills coming back, eh?
Oh my god. So like I didn't want to be sexual after that because like my heart just restarted. But it's just, I don't know. And I also started reading the book on an open relationship. No, but I was reading this book on open marriages, and I read this passage where the author is describing her marriage and how in the beginning she kind of felt like she conformed to the standards of just like a regular marriage where you're married and you have one partner. Even though, like, you may have been promiscuous previously, you were dating all these people with different interests and different hobbies, and you were kind of, like, a little bit influenced by, like, different types of people, and now you have to spend the rest of your life with just one person, and you can no longer go, exploring all these other, like, not even just sexual exploration, but all these other, like, mental, physical explorations, like different interests, different likes and dislikes, and you're just, does this make sense?
It makes sense, but I don't really think that every relationship is like that, even if you're completely monogamous or not. Because, I mean, how many friends do you have or have known where the spouse or other partner was completely comfortable with them, just going and doing fun activities with other people regardless of gender?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
There's I don't even really want to say trusting, but I mean, there's very free relationships out there already in that regard. I don't think that one should really specifically be tied down to non-monogamy versus monogamy,
Yeah, kind of. But I feel like, are we maybe, like, regressing back into, like, monogamous type roles like after our marriage? Like, is that maybe why we don't feel, or maybe that's why I don't feel like super sexual right now? Or like wanting to go and do things? Do you think I'm like regressing back into these monogamous roles that were infringed upon us throughout our whole lives?
So I think two things here. One, your diet, right? Like, there's not a lot that you're able to handle, like you just admitted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the other part of it is you have told me numerous times that you just want to enjoy the newlywed thing.
Yes.
And so I think those two combined are like, I don't really care about sucking that dude's dick. Like, he's a good lay and all, but I just want Adam right now. Or I just want to enjoy being a newlywed right now.
Yeah. And it's really hard also enjoying being a newlywed when you're trying to be conscientious of like, what's going on?
I don't know. I gotta say, though, when we go out in public and you put on that mask, you look hella sexy.
Oh, God. Okay. You gotta stop. But yeah, it's just like everything's, what's the word? Everything's just crazy. And it's really hard to enjoy being a new couple, a new married couple with everything going on. Like, are things ever gonna go back to normal? I mean, I know they eventually are, but like, it's taking a long ass time.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like making me forget, maybe internally, like, I can only handle these two things right now.
We're not complaining about it because in the grand scheme of things, COVID is a lot worse than our, post-wedding struggles, right? But in terms of being a newlywed versus being just engaged or just dating, it all really feels the same. And I think a lot of that is partly due to COVID. Like you're saying, we can't go out and do newlywed things. Like our honeymoon was canceled.
We can't celebrate with our family to enjoy our new, like, being together.
Right.
Can't fly anywhere. We can't, like, I, as a healthcare person, do not want to go out as much and, like, endanger other people. So I don't feel like I want to go out and socialize, like, at stores and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's very, very hard trying to find ways in which we can express our genuine happiness and love on, like, being together for the rest of our lives right now. It's just hard.
Not yet, but no, I'm kidding. There are a number of things that we could maybe do. There was something that I thought about doing, which I've got a surprise for you in the works. Don't worry.
What?
Yeah, it's nothing like we're going to go out and spend a bunch of time outside of the house. It's going to be something very much internal that I hope will put a smile on your beautiful, feisty, bubbly face. It's nothing like over the top. It's nothing like, oh my God, we just got married. Let's like party it up and have like this mass sex party between you and I, or even do anything super romantic. But I really just downplayed that surprise. But I think I know based off of past experiences, I know you're going to enjoy this.
I hope so. So we're also going on a camping trip for 4th of July. My sister's coming.
And?
Her boyfriend.
And?
And we're taking our best friends.
Who are they?
Melissa and Dakota.
Friends of the channel.
So we're going camping because I read an article that outdoor activities, you're less likely to interact with a lot of people.
And best of all, it boosts your libido.
It's not. So we're just going to go on a vanilla hiking 4th of July weekend trip because I'm trying to get more into outdoor activities.
Yeah, and, hiking is one of those things that you really enjoy, and I do it to spend time with you. You also mentioned you really want to go camping at least once a month, which I'm totally down for. The only thing that, concerns me is our baby girl, Sydney Ma'am.
She's going.
Oh, I know. But, I'm just saying from, a logistical standpoint.
What do you mean, a logistical standpoint?
Because she likes to get hyper when anything with a pulse walks by, when...
This is why we need to train her to stay within the boundaries.
Yeah, but she's too hyper and too ADHD.
No, she's not. She will come back, okay? Adam's over here terrified she's going to run off and leave his little broken heart over here. And I trust her enough.
As a cardiac nurse, you better be able to fucking fix that.
And I trust her enough that she'll be able to come, do her little thing and then come back. And he won't let me train her to do that.
I've never...
And for her to do that, I need to take her off the fucking leash. And he's like, no, leash on.
Well, yeah, because we live in an apartment complex next to a busy road.
There's a road everywhere we go.
Where we're going, we don't need roads. We're going to the woods.
So yeah, we're really looking forward to that. I'm just really looking forward to doing something different.
Well, this isn't like a chocolate type of hanging out with Dakota and Melissa. This is a friendly get-together, super vanilla, partially because your sister and her boyfriend's going to be there, but also because, like, we just want to be able to, like, have friends and not have the assumption that there's going to be coital activities, which, don't get me wrong, coital activities with them is always fun.
Yeah.
But we also value the friendship a lot more than the coital activities, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I agree completely.
Don't get me wrong, like, I still would like to have coital activities in the future with these lovely people, but right now we're just not there, and then there's a few other things that we've already talked about. So with that being said, kind of getting back into the swing of things, pun intended, there are some things that I've kind of been craving. One of them I've kind of told you about, the other one kind of piggybacks off of it, but not entirely. So I was watching a bisexual porno. For those of you who don't know, I am a bisexual male. Kelley is a bisexual, feisty female. So one of the things I was watching was bisexual porn, male, female. This female and a male were blowing the guy together, and that brought back flashbacks, hot flashes, if you will, pun intended.
Hot flashes.
Of, you know, me and Kelley doing that. Me and you, babe. I told you that I want to do that. The other thing is that maybe not, like, in all actuality and practicalities do I want to do this next one right in this moment, but in general, I do want to have sex with a guy again. Mostly, I just want a penis in my mouth, I think.
I do not want anything in my mouth right now. My teeth hurt.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for you. Like, I haven't given you a blowjob in forever, and I really miss it, but I can't do it because my mouth fucking hurts.
Pepe knows all about that. He says it's been 2 months, 28 days.
Oh my God,
12
stop.
hours, 12 minutes, and 12 seconds. Go Hawks.
Sorry, Pepe.
I would say you can make it up to him later, but I really feel like that one is whenever you fucking feel like it.
Whenever my teeth stop hurting.
Hashtag no head pushers, please. Oh, you know what's really sexy?
What?
Like really fucking sexy. Consent.
You always have my consent.
No,
except when I don't want to.
See? So then you can't say that. Well, no, there's the Ron Jeremy thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he get arrested?
He did get arrested, yeah.
He got arrested.
For 4 counts. And from what I'm reading on my feed from very reliable, credible sources, there's a lot more than just 4, which is really unfortunate for the victims.
How many victims accused him? Was it 6?
Well,
or 4?
So I think it was 6 that the LAPD kind of tried to investigate, but then 2 of those, one of them, they didn't have enough evidence, and I think maybe it was 2 of those that didn't have enough evidence to bring charges, but 4 of them for sure they had enough evidence to bring charges. And so it's all kind of just a really unfortunate situation because, you know, these victims, they don't deserve that. They deserve better from everyone, right? Like, not all of them were believed. I mean, it took probably numerous amounts of years for this shit to even come to the forefront, right? Which is fucking sad. Like, when something bad happens, like, to me, you know, I would want that fixed right away, right? And I'm and same with you, although we both know it's not that easy, you know. So to the victims, we're sorry. We wish that never would have happened to you, and we wish that people would have listened to you sooner. Just remember, consent is sexy, and if you don't have consent, get the fuck away.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye, Felicia. Did you change your name to Felicia? Anyway, so yeah, is there anything like... So we talked about me wanting to blow a guy with you and maybe have sex with a guy with you because I really want a penis in my mouth. Is there anything that you have thought about, maybe like when you're masturbating or maybe throughout the day or reading these books that you're like, oh, I kind of want to try that, even if it's like not specifically with me?
I'm just still in like the phase of like wanting to fuck a sugar daddy.
Okay.
Because that's been like my main topic in my like erotica readings and porn stuff, which there's not a lot of porn on that. And if there is, it's like totally unbelievable.
We can make some.
No, you're not that old.
And I'm not that like wealthy-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the poor one here.
Says the breadwinner.
Right. So that has been what has been focusing in my porn escapades right now. I'm trying to think of anything else. Like the camping and stuff has brought up like maybe fucking outside.
Yes.
But I don't know how practical that may be.
Well, so for those of you who don't know, that is one of Kelley's like bucket list items.
Yes.
Fucking outside in the woods.
Yes.
Because we've had sex in the ocean in Mexico in front of your grandparents and your uncle, who we believe had no idea what was going on.
I don't know if they did.
It looked like you were just kind of like sitting on my lap and we were just kind of swimming around. But anyway, that was one of your things, is having sex in the woods.
Yes, very much so.
Which I would be more than open to.
Yes, and one of the other things is, I feel like maybe a contributing factor to this. I know we are very transparent, but this is a little bit like uncomfortable for me to talk about right now. But I feel like the natural odor of my vagina has like changed. And that is just like freaking me the fuck out so much that I do not want to schedule an appointment to the doctor, even though I should. As a fucking nurse, I know I should like schedule an appointment, but I don't want to. I'm just scared. Like, it doesn't hurt or anything. Like, it's fine.
It just doesn't smell like normal.
It doesn't smell like normal anymore. Like, it's changed.
It doesn't smell bad. It's just different. And that's, I don't know. It's never like that. So it's kind of like it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, but it bothers me.
Right.
And
because right now you're kind of going through menopause.
Yeah. Like, and I don't know if I'm having a period also. Like, is it, I don't know.
Yeah, like, I guess I'd say it kind of smells like you're getting a period, but
it hasn't gone away. It's been like weeks.
Like 2.
Like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's just freaking me out.
Yeah.
And I don't want to make an appointment. Also because I may have like dipped out of my last scheduled appointment and didn't go.
Remember that time you had a gyno appointment and I sent you in there with some kids?
Yeah. Guys, the time I had to go to the gynecologist because I was getting my annual PAP.
The one time she asked me to pull out.
The one fucking time I asked you to pull out and don't come inside me, he fucking did. And you know how embarrassing it is to walk up in there to your male gynecologist and him put a speculum up in you and he like sees a bunch of your kids in there. He got his sample. I was in the clear. But yeah, I think that's also one of the contributing factors to like my low sex drive. I don't want to like fuck. It's just weird down there right now.
Yeah, I get it.
But I will definitely make an effort to make an appointment after this.
Yeah.
This podcast episode. Well, that's all I got, guys.
Yeah, that's all we got for you this week. Major shout out to our sponsor, altplayground.net. Check them out. Join our community on there.
Guys, we have some people in our community.
And we haven't even announced it or done anything with it. So for you OGs, gracias. And so thank you again for that. But on there, we're going to be posting some pictures, right? We're going to be posting like some nudes. I don't think we're going to be showing our faces.
No, just nudies of our bodies.
Yes. Again, thank you to Alt Playground. We fucking love you.
Yay. Come play with us.
Yes. Pun in fucking intended. That's altplayground.net. So in closing, please find us on social media at TNR Podcast. Visit our website, thenakedrelationship.com. You can even, on that website, you can even find Kelley's blog that she has yet to post.
It's like a running joke now.
Yeah, it really kind of is.
But guys, I run the Instagram.
Yes, she runs the Instagram. And we are almost at 900 followers. I think we're like 10 away.
Whee! So
please. And what else can you do on there, on the social media? Oh, that's right. You can send us a message.
DM me.
You know, I've thought about doing a Q&A, like, not live, but where we take people's questions and put them into the episode.
Guys,
and answer them.
We might do that. That sounds like fun.
Yeah. I just didn't want to, like, do it and then, like, nobody responds. So now that you've been warned, you think that's a good idea for next week's episode?
I think that's a good idea, yeah.
Yeah.
Ask us. I'll put a thing on the Instagram so you can ask us any questions and we can answer them.
So you can ask us on the social media. You can send us an email at questions@thenakedrelationship.com. And so, yeah, we're fucking excited about that one. I can tell right now, Kelley's podcast panties are just flowing in wetness.
All right, guys. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.